Good morning, boys and girls. On today's program, we're going to learn how to create one of the most painful movies imaginable. Yeah, this was certainly one of the most awkward experiences I've had in the theater this year. I have no idea who the audience for this movie is, because most of the film's jokes are lowbrow, crass, vulgar, or otherwise unfunny. So anybody who remembers Bob Ross is going to find the film immature, because they're most likely in their 40s or 50s or older, and they're not going to find any of the inappropriate jokes funny. And the film is still far too adult for the teenager crowd, who won't even understand the satire of the film anyway, because they probably don't even know who Bob Ross is. This whole movie is just awkward to watch, and my deepest condolences, not only to the family of the late Bob Ross, who have to painfully watch his legacy utterly and distastefully destroyed, but also my condolences go out to Owen Wilson for having to star in this. Were you really that strapped for cash between the seasons of Loki? Did the pandemic really put you that out of work that you had to sign on to this? The whole script is just awkward. There were only a small handful of jokes that actually worked, and even then, they were mild chuckles at best. Nothing memorable. The film also basically has no plot or character development whatsoever. When the film isn't slow and boring, it's awkward and painful. But I guess you can't spell paint without pain. Unfortunately, this film technically qualifies as parody and satire, so the filmmakers are protected from Bob Ross's estate taking any legal action against them. But boy, I wish they could. This film just puts a blindfold on, throws a dart in the air, and just decides to go with wherever it lands, regardless if it makes any sense whatsoever. The characters are boring and awkward. There's basically no story. The humor is far outside the realm of anybody who'd even be remotely interested in this. This movie is just an unfocused, awkward, painful mess, and is certainly a contender for next year's Razzies. Paint for me gets a D+, a 6 out of 10, and a 1 out of 5 stars. And that's me being generous because of the one or two jokes that were mild chuckles. But this is a movie you can skip.
I call it bold and brash.
More like belongs in the trash!
Sorry, I must have missed that one.